cells, your eyes, your intestines, your skin, and other parts. So that's my message to Cardi B. Cardi B, you need ultimate CMOS, and you need Hydroforce, and you need gut cleanse, and you need probiotics while you're eating all that stuff you were talking about. The ribs and the macaroni and everything else. I hear I'm getting hungry. Well, that's what you got your probiotic for, to help make sure little good bacteria help process. You're like, bacteria in my gut.
Close the whole fucking lane, but you're not gonna
How could you nominate someone with allegations of child trafficking across state lines and having sex with a 17-year-old? My understanding, further on in the interview, they discussed the fact that once he finds out that she's 17, he stops having sex with her. Sonny, you have a legal note. I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought. We'll be right back.
Matt Gaetz, boys, example number 344,000 of why he needs to be running the Department of
Justice. It's supposed to start raining in about an hour, hour and a half.
Over here on The View, who get away with saying whatever the hell they want. The craziest shit. They're calling
chilly today, cold tomorrow. Snow and cold
fascists,
tomorrow.
White supremacists. They want to sue these idiots over here. Well, Matt Gaetz has had enough of this, and after them going out there saying that Matt Gaetz was a pedophile, it's interesting. It's interesting how they can, see all of these pedophiles. I think Matt Gaetz is a pedophile, but they didn't have a problem with P. Diddy. They ain't got a problem with Bill Clinton. Right? They're not at all interested on the Epstein list, right? These idiots over here are constantly saying Donald Trump is the biggest domestic threat to democracy. Meanwhile, you've got billionaires trafficking humans. I assumed, listen, if the billionaires are trafficking humans to the point where we're arresting billionaires, maybe we should ask who they're trafficking the children to. No, they don't want to ask that question. They're not interested in that. No, just Matt Gaetz, of course. Who, again, there was an investigation, and you didn't arrest Matt Gaetz, so I'm guessing you found nothing in that investigation, which is what this ugly bitch right here, she chewed on her face. She's so mad. She's forced to acknowledge it. He should still sue her. You kidding me?
Yeah, we'll be getting it after you guys, probably.
They're all named the complete inverse of their personality. Joy, Whoopi, Sunny Hostin was forced to issue a legal note on The View that Matt Gaetz was found to have done nothing wrong after a 3-year DOJ investigation. 3 years. It took 3 years. So, okay. You're saying Matt Gaetz raped a kid, right? That's what you're saying. I think what happened over here, and don't get me wrong, this doesn't smell great. I think he took a 17-year-old to a party, or he met a 17-year-old at a party in a place where the age of consent was 17. So I think what happened here was nothing legally speaking. Again, if you're 30-something years old, you're messing with a 17-year-old, even if it's in a state where the age of consent is 17. I don't know, it still seems a little bit weird. It doesn't matter, though, from a legal perspective. And they spent 3 years investigating it. 3 years. Again, 3 years to come up with nothing, by the way. And what we have is a system that has been turned into a political weapon. The system doesn't like Matt Gaetz. So it took a situation that clearly wasn't, you didn't arrest him. So there was no crime here, but you still stretched it out over 3 years because, again, the process is the point. The process is the punishment. And a bunch of dumb, stupid whores like this over here, they regurgitate, oh, well, he the rape. No, he wasn't. Again, he wasn't. They're doing.
Yeah, since you were just checked, hopefully they do, but
with Pete Hegseth,
if they want passes, they'll probably go by there just to say, hey, yeah, look at this, because they know that you've already been prepped.
And they're sitting there going, well, look, he was investigated. Again, investigated. And you found nothing. So he was investigated. And he wasn't arrested. So he was investigated and cleared. But you don't want to tell anybody that. You want to say he was investigated. Because you dumbasses over here got this place completely and utterly wrong, and you think that you're guilty until proven innocent. That's not how this place works at all. And so somebody from Matt Gaetz' office sent a letter to ABC, and again, ABC protecting Epstein. None of these fucking chicks over here got a problem with ABC protecting Epstein. Not a single one of them. Well, somebody at ABC got a letter and he said, okay, well, you better apologize. You better clarify your erroneous defamatory statements. And so she chewed on her face while she did it. And this is probably the third or fourth one of these that Whoopi's had to do a couple of them. How is this show still on? Who's running this show over here? What executives are sitting there going, yep, these garbage ratings are definitely worth all of these impending breaks that we're stepping over here. You're going to end up, this show doesn't make any money. Nobody watches this stupid fucking show. And you guys are going to end up paying through the nose.
Yeah.
These chicks are saying, because people are kind of dumb.
Your sinuses aren't so bad. Heard she was coughing a bit this morning, but she went to work.
Well, any type of consequences. And so,
I wonder if that's loaded.
This dumb bitch.
I don't see anything in the back. Duke, is that you?
Donald Trump's not a Nazi. He's not a white supremacist. Pete Hegseth is not a white supremacist Nazi. You keep saying stupid shit like that, please, by the way. Please. And these dudes are going to own your stupid garbage fucking show. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching these. We're checking these dumb boys. Let's subscribe on any way. This is so. It's fun.
Duke drives a minivan, though. Nothing fancy. Transport.
But when he met up with the undercover officer,
not
who was
terrible.
posing as somebody trying to buy a PlayStation.
All right, let's check. Radio here. Sorry.
to Dr. Oz. Again, I read the headlines. You scan all the different news outlets, Newsweek, NPR, C-SPAN, you name it.
Morning
right?
Unindoctrinated.
All of them, and looking for this. And I get it. Editors write headlines, for the most part, not every single one of them, that get people's attention. And it gets your attention when, TV personality Dr. Mehmet Oz has been tapped to lead Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. They serve some 65 million or so Americans in a variety of ways. They significant.
This car going by is gonna try and get jammed in front of us. There's no space between the cars. But watch.
Now,
there we go.
Well in the nomination, and I
get over.
With RFK Jr. We will actually have a biological male who is healthy at the top of the Department of Health and
Try and get
Human
for that truck
Services
first, okay.
versus, say, the image of a deputy at HHS who is a man in a dress pretending to be the first 4-star female admiral. So right off the top, you start with accuracy in biology. From the
Morning, Midwest.
I'll tell you, by the way, the fall of science. We'll get more into that later, because that's one of the first attacks against Dr. Oz. So they'll work closely together. And Dr. Oz has written numerous
Get some good
books
rest
on healthy, his U series on being healthy. So it's not just a heart surgeon, not just someone who's a Wharton School graduate. So there's a bit of a business understanding there as well, which is important in government and needed.
Oh, good. Was it
But
good?
someone who's actually helped people take on.
Chili's always best the day after you
taking care of yourself
prepare it.
properly. Even
get that nice soak on.
Having a baby, his U series crossed a number of topics and was very successful. Why? Because it was effective. So yes, he had a great.
Yeah, I know that spot you were parked in is probably a high traffic area there.
He helped a lot of people. He actually saved helped save the life of an accident victim in front of Sirius XM's headquarters in New York City, where a cab had jumped a curb and run over a British citizen, severing a leg. Medical crews were there treating. A Good Samaritan had made a tourniquet for the woman. Dr. Oz went down, jumped in, and did his part. Why? Because that's what a doctor does. Simple things, but the background that gets you there. So, but,
Stop being so needy, Midwest.
Just the WWE, which, by the way, she successfully took into a multi-billion-dollar enterprise, making it one of the most successful entertainment businesses of its time. Someone who, as administrator in a prior role at the Small Business Administration, was responsible for the
So I'll start posting the link to it today. But I made a. Oh yeah, clingy too. Sorry.
Linda is some of her regional directors. They were on the show throughout the 45th term of the president-elect and president-to-be president. Yeah, really, Trump carries on.
Well, he's doing good, just needy and clingy.
More President Trump, President-elect Trump, President. That's gotta go.
Damn, I'm doing 74 and a 65, and that dude flying
And
by
by the
me.
way, Judge Mershon is delaying once against the sentence in New York.
Oh, did you see it?
Hanging on by his fingertips.
Told you I was gonna do it.
And I wrote it.
He was dying laughing.
I tried to analyze things to the best I can, all the angles as fairly as I can. But the growing disdain for the unqualified left.
He was crying. He was laughing so hard.
There's just beyond what I've had before. It's gone past policy difference to
Man, I'm so late today.
They are on full display. The analysis still going on post-election.
There's going to be 10 people at the door waiting for me when I get there.
The fight in Connecticut, not in Connecticut, but in Pennsylvania, still underway. Some key things happening today, as I discussed with Scott President.
Yeah, that's the opposite. A fighter's the opposite of needing cling ego.
Later on in the show, we'll talk
Something's not fitting.
the RNC chairman, Michael Wadley, for an update from the legal front.
Something doesn't fit.
We'll also have one of those people who has fought the left from inside government.
You get unloaded yet?
In government, under the Civil Rights Division.
Or are they doing it now? Are you waiting in line? Tell me. I'm being needy.
Keep an eye in the left. And by keeping an eye, I mean being ready to engage in battle with them, because they're engaging in battle whether even
The hot tool.
outcome or not. It's all about taking the system down.
Oh, sweet.
They don't
Sweet.
like the fact choices being made by President Trump are people that not only have experience, but they're also people that bring to the table a new way of thinking, that there needs to be a functioning government. They would have you believe that they're
Nice.
rip the federal government apart. Employees are threatening to leave at FBI and DOJ and every department.
Paid pit stop.
Administration comes in, we're all gonna run. Well, if that's how you think, leave.
Cha-ching, fill me up.
Give us a Christmas present. Sign your resignation letter, effective whatever day you want. Make it January 1 to make your point. You can have your New Year's Eve party on the taxpayer dime in whatever way you see it, and then leave. And leave the good employees, the people that are there that want to actually do the job, to do the job. There are key dates ahead. Something we need to know and pay attention to. How many of you know the track? It's already well underway. The lame duck session began on November 12th. So we have a lame duck Senate, lame duck President, and frankly, thankfully, the ducks will be gone. The adults will step in.
It's next Thursday. They play on Thanksgiving. Detroit plays Indianapolis on Sunday. It's next week, Eggsy.
And the key dates have already begun to play out. The transition is in process.
And I believe they play the Bears.
The certificates
I don't know what year you're looking at.
are on December 11th. That's once the votes are certified, they will be sent to the
Hey, go
National
Indy.
Archives, the names of the electors.
Well, I kind of hope they get better competition from Indy than they did from Jacksonville. Not too much better, but a little bit better, man. It was a fun game to watch, but blowouts are.
I think we know how that one's going to turn out. Let's see what the left does for the airport.
At least the blowouts don't give me a heart attack.
That's in front of you. December 25th.
The Bears.
is the deadline for those votes to be received. January 3rd.
Yeah, they play.
They're
They're still going to play the Bears twice. They've already played Minnesota and Green Bay once. They still got to play the Bears twice.
That's kind of a wishy-washy deal. January 6th. Oh, you know what's going to happen on January 6th.
Yeah, he makes his own chili.
And the specter of January 6th.
That's been a while since I did any tailgating.
Which it wasn't. Yes, there were idiots who rioted.
Oh, on. Sorry, I thought you said NWA.
Not held as political prisoners indefinitely. They deserve to be punished. Those who didn't deserve to be free. That's, of course, a point of
My readout isn't on. I'm actually
see what happens with
being a bad boy and reading it off the screen this morning because I didn't connect
the
the
electoral vote count
earpiece.
on January 6th.
Well, good chili, you know.
Always going to get back to January 6th.
I bet you Un makes some good white chili.
And yes, they passed the Electoral Count Reform and Presidential Transition Improvement Act of 2022.
Accident on ramp.
That now requires approval of
missed that.
1/5 of the House and the Senate to consider a challenge to a state's results.
It's got me getting
Which
off
is
of the
a
normal
higher
exits.
bar than what existed before, when any single lawmaker from each chamber could trigger a challenge, and we've seen that play before, so we're not going to see that again. And that's actually not really a bad thing. The idea that they've taken away.
See, I knew it.
What has been a point of contention, and that is, quote, the VP.
I make wassail. You ever had wassail?
That the VP shouldn't have discretion to adjudicate certified results. It is actually, under the Constitution, the role of Congress. That adjudication role is Congress's authority. So there has been clarification there. And then, of course, that will lead us to January 20th, Inauguration Day. And I wonder if we'll see the Pink Hat March once again in Washington, D.C.
Somewhat, yeah.
866-95-PATRIOT, 957-2874. All right, Wayne in Nebraska's early in, so let's go for it.
I have my dad's recipe for it.
Hey, David. You know, I actually like this pick for Linda McMahon.
Some mead?
As, Education Secretary. I mean, you look at, strip away all the BS with WWE. You look at the business.
Oh, yeah, real mead. Oh, yeah.
Is what she did.
Yeah, not this
She, along with Ben, say what the
Kroger
stuff he's making.
yellow crap.
But,
No,
you know, she'll take a regional.
I didn't make any this year, though.
national.
But I
Actually,
have a store here that makes it. They actually make it right there.
Let's see, put up with all the egos involved in that business, including her husband.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay, she got dragged into some of the storylines from the 90s. You know, the whole family did. You know, and then also,
When he says real mead, he's not talking about honey wine. He's talking about, I mean, it almost tastes like, it's so strong, it almost tastes like a liqueur. That's the good shit. I've made it a couple times too, but that's a craft, so it takes quite a few batches before you get it perfect. I mean, it was good, but it was not as good as the stuff I buy.
Traditionally kind of male-focused industry, and entertainment industry, but also someone, her and Vince worked together. They built this out because she is a capable administrator, and she has proven that time and time again. She proved it at SBA, and now we need someone in education. She's a big advocate for school choice.
Yeah, I'm Swedish and Finnish, so.
For parents' rights and responsibilities, and someone who's capable, not only because she did this at SBA by reducing their over-regulatory approach to a lot of things and giving regional administrators their responsibilities, of course, being the boss, who's not to track it, but she knows how to make an agency function more effectively and even in response, and that needs to happen.
One of my best friends here in town,
She's not a Betsy DeVos. She's not a creature.
he named his dog Guinness.
The system.
He loves it so much.
Nice enough lady. I have nothing personal against her. She was, you know, what happened when the establishment of DC and the maintaining of the institution in DC got their pick. And now you have someone who understands education, someone who needs to be successful.
That makes you think ain't needy. I can see that.
The DOE and getting it to where it is ineffective in the sense of overlordship.
If it's good traditional mead, it make you a little A little clingy needy just so you can stand upright. Yeah, we call it the high level bridge.
That gets abused, and the outcomes are not there in our public education system. 866-95-PATRIOT 957.
Is that Piggy? No.
If you think
Oh, it's got roof rails. Oh, wait. Oh, it's got, oh no, it's a light bar. It is Piggy. He's not stopped at the stop line. I am. Damn, it still smells like a skunk there at that corner. That skunk got hit almost a week ago.
And for people who don't get political news,
There's another one, got somebody pulled over up there.
turn on CNN.
That's what we're going to listen to
Fox News. Those people
for the stream this morning. If I can't get the mic to work again, we'll just listen to the scanner. It's like they're busy.
To these people, not to make excuses for them, but at least to communicate the basic facts. You don't have a vaccine because you're not getting a child tax credit because all the good things that are happening at the state level, they have to know why they're getting those things. Oh, you have a chip manufacturing plant because a Democratic president put that into effect, and a Democratic governor went out and solicited bids, and now you have X number of thousands of jobs. It's that
Yeah, lot's full.
you can't talk broad themes.
Means people are probably in there waiting for me.
And you have to be healthy.
All right, guys, I'll get the stream going as soon as I can. We'll see if I can get the mic to work. If not, you guys will just listen to whatever I'm listening to. Love you guys. Peace. Coffee brand coffee.